There's millions of videos, millions and millions of videos on YouTube. And how you've discovered this, I don't know. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe it's for you. So if you're interested in meditation, and specifically you're interested in meditation to help you go deeper into your deepest nature and finding out more about yourself, then you need to know there are all kinds of meditation techniques. And most of them involve relaxation, breathing techniques, mantra techniques, guided meditations. All these type of things are about relaxing you. But ultimately, none of them reveal anything new to you about your deepest nature. Now, if you study esoteric or spiritual books, you'll see that people talk about or people refer to the inner light or the inner word or the inner sound. And a lot of religions, they're based on the revelation of light and sound. Now, what I mean by revelation is it's revealed to you in an instant. There's nothing you have to do. It's shown to you inside of you. It's a revelation inside of you, a living light and sound. And people can say, well, how does that work? Blah, blah, blah. Find out for yourself. Your mind can have an infinite number of questions. But it starts with real self-discovery. We're not here to entertain your mind, because your mind will never be fully satisfied. And I'm going to say this to you, irrelevant of how old you are. You might be a 12-year-old or you might be a 112-year-old. You know that your mind hasn't got the answers to the origin of yourself or of life. You don't know where you come from. You don't know where you're going to. You don't know where your thoughts are coming from. Our minds know very, very little. And your mind knows nothing about your deepest nature. The best thing you can do is thank your mind for getting you this far. And ask your mind to give you the intelligence to explore your deepest nature. You have nothing to lose. Your mind has nothing to lose. And you have everything to gain. You're not giving your power away. You're not giving your money away. You're not giving anything away. You're just discovering your deepest nature. And that begins with the opening of this center here. This, people call it chakra or whatever. These fancy words don't really matter. And if I could show you something, which will I show you? Most religions, almost all religions, are based on the revelation of light and sound, where somebody's going round initiating people, or they call it blessing or whatever. The light of God is revealed inside. The word of God or the sounds are revealed inside. Now, because this isn't happening anymore in these religions, they ring bells to simulate the sound, and they light candles to stimulate or simulate the light. Now, a candle isn't spiritual light, and a bell isn't sounds. It might give you great comfort to go to a church or any kind of religious gathering and be with people who have similar beliefs. It can offer you comfort and support in life. I'm not taking that away from it. But in terms of discovering your deepest nature without any beliefs, without any wishful thinking, without people judging you with these control systems of what's right and wrong and what's a sin and what's not, and you're born as a sinner and all of that. putting all that to one side, I'm saying to you, I'm suggesting to you that light and sound can be revealed inside of you. And you then can begin your inner journey through meditation, through meditating on this living light and sound, letting go of this world that you're in, whatever world you're in, wherever you are on this planet right now, you're in a box. On one side, there's all this consciousness stuff. On the other side, there's all this consciousness stuff. Above you, below you, the back, the front, you're trapped in a box of awareness or consciousness. It's your environment that you're in. And the light and sound breaks through that, comes through that, and offers you a way out to the origin of what you are. I'll say that again. The light and the sound is alive. It's revealed to you inside of you, and you can let go into it. When you can learn to let go of this environment, which consists of beliefs and emotions and a physical body and desire and all kinds of this stuff, you just let it go. And I'm not judging it. You need all these things to live a human life. But just for your meditation purposes, you let go into the light and sound. And as you let go into the light and sound, you'll discover more and more about your deepest nature, until ultimately you will discover the state of being called enlightenment. It's just a name, but it's being, which is probably the subject of another video. But for right where we are right now, I'm not asking you to believe you're the sort of person who thinks, this is bullshit, I'm off, and you've already gone. Or look at me and think, right, well, this fella might be telling the truth. I'll tell you now, I don't want your money. I don't want any authority over you. I'm just a normal bloke, and I couldn't have done anything to deserve what was given to me. And I'm eternally grateful for that. I was just grateful, and I still am grateful. As an expression of this gratitude, I am telling you about this opportunity. That's why I'm doing this video. So if you're interested in getting initiated into spiritual light and sound and going on a spiritual journey, your spiritual journey, nothing that's written about in books, or no fancy churches or religious buildings or any of that. It's a it's a deeply personal. It's the most intimate, personal thing you can do with your life. It's the most intimate, personal thing you can do with your life. To discover your deepest nature. All the questions that you have about where things come from, where things go into, the nature of life, the nature of death, you will find the answers within you, not within your mind. Because if your mind had any idea, you would have noticed by now. Look at the greatest philosophers on the planet, and there are some amazing philosophers who have managed to make some amazing observations from within the prison of their mind. They've done very well, but they died within the prison of their mind. And it's your choice. Do you want to die within the prison of your mind? Or do you want to go beyond the limits of your mind? Beyond the limits of your emotions? We already know the physical body isn't here for very long, is it? So you've got a limited opportunity. We don't live very long. We don't live very long. But if you're still watching this video, you've got a genuine opportunity. You can get initiated quickly You can start meditating on this living light and sound, which is referred to throughout history. And people have made a living out of preaching about history. And I'll give you an example. What was I going to show you? Look at this thing here. I mean, I'm not particularly picking on this. I don't even know what religion it's referring to. But look, in the centre of the forehead there, can you see it? There's a thing there in the forehead. And people go around painting in the middle of their forehead to represent something which they have no longer got access to. This thing on the head, which they call the 1,000-petal lotus, which they can't see, which they don't know what it is, which they can't go through. They've made a religion about it. And people have authority over billions of people on the planet. They've got authority over them just by pretending they know what this is. Where else have we got? Again, another little statue. Belonged to my brother, this one. People try to understand life. And you can't understand it. Because if anybody ever did understand it, they would have passed it on and told you. But it's like trying to measure life or measure love with a tape measure. It's impossible. You can't discover what you are with religion. You cannot discover what you are by reading books. You cannot discover your deepest nature. You can't discover the spiritual light and sound by worshipping people who may or may not have lived thousands of years ago, who were giving out light and sound at that time. I'm suggesting to you there are people, spiritual master, who is giving light and sound now. Now, that's either true or it's not. And that's up to you. But I'm suggesting to you it is. I'm just a normal guy. Look at me. I'm just a normal person who was given this energy. I sat down and I was never particularly very good at meditating. When people tell you that meditation is easy, well, I never found it easy. I did not find it easy. Some people might find it easy. I never did. However, I persevered. I learned to relax. I learned to let go. I learned to listen to the spiritual sound and allow it to take me. I learned to relax and find and notice the spiritual light which is alive and allow myself to let go into the light, to transform me so I could make discoveries about my deepest nature. And when I was ready, or when it was deemed that I was ready from people who've got more experience than me, they said, right, Franny, we're going to give you some energy now. And if you can let go, because nobody's telling me to do anything, it's up to me to learn to relax, to let go. And then they said I would discover the state of enlightenment. And I was so excited. I thought, wow, this is my whole adult life. I've been waiting for this. And I thought I could relax till I sat down, and I couldn't. But eventually, just breathing and breathing, meditating on the sound, meditating on the light, and going beyond, through the light, way back, way past that. Eventually, in an instant, it happened. The deepest nature, the being, I discovered what I was. And I'm saying, these are just words to you. And I want them to be just words to you. Don't believe anything I say. Use your intelligence. Use your intelligence. You've got the opportunity, if you are interested in spirituality or enlightenment or spiritual discovery, there's millions of videos, millions and millions of videos on YouTube. And how you've discovered this, I don't know. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe it's for you. This isn't for everybody. I mean, it doesn't seem to be, there's no justice in life. How did I, just a normal bloke, end up being enlightened? I don't know, but it happened. And this is your opportunity. So if you haven't already, scrolled on then make the most of this opportunity and get in touch with me on the website meditationgold.com. There's some more videos on there. There's some videos hopefully on YouTube. And I'm not asking you to believe in anything. Can you hear that phone ringing in there? I thought I'd switched it off. Right, so I'm going now, and I'll see you on the next video.